Welcome to my channel. Today I will tell you about Philippines. Philippines is an island nation in Southeast Asia that is primarily mountainous. The Malay Archipelago, the biggest archipelago in the world, contains more than 7,000 islands in the nation. The Philippine Islands are part of the Pacific Ring of Fire and are situated at the intersection of continental and oceanic lithospheric plates, which explains the region's elevated seismicity and volcanic activity. The third largest English-speaking nation in the world is the Philippines. It is also one of the most Europeanized nations in Asia, with a disproportionately large Christian population. The three largest islands are Mindanao, Visayas, and Luzon. On the island of Luzon is the capital, Manila. Vacations in the Philippines are the realization of the ideal tropical island paradise. The beach has smooth white sand, a warm blue water, palm palms, coral reefs, and breathtaking sunsets. Luxury resorts in immaculate settings, excellent diving, golfing, and SPA center conditions, the chance to interact with enigmatic healers jailers, and romantic adventure opportunities are all available to tourists. Finding an island that is entirely uninhabited and yours for the day is simple. The provinces of Cebu, Palawan, Bohol, and Aklan are home to some of the most well-known tourist destinations. Philippines' location in the world. More than 7,100 islands make up the Republic of the Philippines, a country in the western Pacific Ocean. From north to south, the archipelago spans 1,800 kilometers, and from west to east, 1,100 kilometers. The Philippines is bordered by the South China Sea to the west and northwest, the Sulawesi Sea to the south, and the Philippine Sea to the east and northeast. The nearby islands are Taiwan to the north, the Moluccas to the south, and Kalimantan, Borneo, and Sulawesi, Celebes, to the southwest. The shoreline stretches 36,289 kilometers, while the land area is 298,170 square kilometers. Surprisingly, there are just 2,000 people living on the 7,107 islands. 2,500 of the 5,107 remaining deserted islands are not even given names. The biggest islands are Mindanao and Luzon. Manila is the main city. The Philippine climate. The islands have a tropical monsoon climate that transitions to a sub-equatorial one in the south. 24 to 28 degrees Celsius is the average temperature along the coast, while it is colder in the mountains. When the northeasterly monsoon blows, from November to April, the rainy season lasts. When the southwest monsoon blows, it does so from May to October. The northern regions of the nation are frequently hit by typhoons and tsunamis. Rainfall varies between 1,000 to 4,000 millimeters per year. The Philippines experiences year-round heat and humidity. But there are two distinct seasons: the dry season, January to June, and the humid season, July to December. Most of the country has an equatorial climate, although the north has a sub-equatorial and monsoon climate. The temperature is always between 27 and 28 degrees Celsius on the southern shore and between 24 and 28 degrees Celsius on the northern coast. It drops as you ascend into the mountains, up to 20 degrees Celsius at a height of 1,600 m, and up to 15 to 17 degrees Celsius on the highest ranges summits. The majority of the Philippine area experiences significant annual humidity of more than 2,000 millimeters. Precipitation on the windward sides of mountain ranges from 3,500 to 4,500 mm annually. In certain interior valleys and on some southern islands, it is less than 1,000 millimeters annually. Precipitation falls more or less uniformly throughout the year in the southern islands. The eastern coast of the archipelago is exposed to the influence of the winter monsoon and the trade wind from the Pacific Ocean, while the western coast is exposed to the influence of the summer monsoon and marks the summer maximum of the river flow. In the eastern part of the country, however, their maximum is shifted to the winter months. Between August and October, there are roughly 20 typhoons every year, 3 to 4 of which often cause substantial damage. The months of November through May are the ideal times to visit the Philippine Islands. The Philippines' Middle Archipelago, which includes the islands of Cebu, Negros, and Bohol, is known for having the driest climate. Throughout the year, a minor amount of precipitation falls quite uniformly. March, April, and May are the area's driest months. Although the winter and spring months may be the most pleasant for a holiday, as well as August of the summer months, the absence of a distinct rainy period substantially extends the tourist season. Number of people in the Philippines with a population of nearly 84 million and a population growth rate of 2.36% yearly. The Philippines has the greatest population growth rate in the world. The term Filipino refers to people of more than 100 different nationalities. The majority of the population is descended from Indonesians and Malays who immigrated to the archipelago over millennia, as well as Chinese traders who first arrived in the Philippines in the 19th century and Spaniards who arrived in the 16th century. The Philippine language, the official language, is Tagalog or Filipino. Nearly everyone speaks English, especially in official and business contexts. Spanish is also widely used. Philippines' national religion, Asia's sole Christian nation, is the Philippines. 10% of the population are Protestants of various trends, making up the remaining 80% of Catholics. Muslims make up about 5% of the population, especially in the south of the nation. There are roughly 3% Buddhists. The entire archipelago of the Philippines is in one time zone, GMT plus 8 o'clock, UTC plus 8, making it 8 hours later than the prime meridian at Greenwich. The Philippines' national currency. Even the name of the country's currency, the Philippine peso, is a result of the Philippines' Spanish ancestry. PHP is the abbreviation used internationally, while R is used domestically. 50, 100, 200, 500, and 1,000 peso banknotes are available. Coins of the same denomination have been introduced to replace the outdated 1, 5, and 10 peso banknotes. 100 centavos make up 1 peso. Prices in the Philippines are relatively low, hence tiny bills are frequently used. Even though the price tag lists the cost of the item in pennies, merchants typically round up to the full peso. However, this does not affect centavos. It is typical to do this. Philippines transportation. Since the Philippines is an island country, you can travel there and back using nearly any mode of transportation. In the Philippines, there is air travel in the Philippines. Almost every populated island has its own airport, no matter how little. The two busiest are in the capital city of Manila and are on the islands of Cebu and Luzon, respectively. They both handle domestic travel as well as regular international flights. In addition, Manila has one military airport and one other civilian airport. Regarding the smaller islands' airports, it is not always easy to travel freely between them. A connection in Manila is frequently required, and there aren't usually daily flights. If you see Filipinos sitting on the bus roof or hanging from the footrests, don't be alarmed, it's perfectly typical. The jeepney, a hybrid of a minibus and an American Jeep Velis used during World War II, is the most widely used method of transportation in the Philippines. Locals acquired each and every car after the Americans departed the Philippines and painted them in the most vibrant designs possible. Every jeepney owner covers every available square inch of their vehicles with vibrant stickers, badges, and inscriptions. The local Russian buses will seem to you after visiting the Philippines to be merely child's play. Crazy driving, crushing, dusty traffic jams in the vehicle without windows and doors, as well as the ride on this odd-for-us mode of transportation. All jeepneys have an open back step so you may climb on it while they are moving. Some even let you ride on the roof. Subscribe and like my channel. I'm happy to try for you. See you in the next video.